Good morning everyone, it is Sunday the 20th, just checking the date on my laptop. I'm starting the day all cozy this morning. I have woken up determined to finish a workbook that I'm currently doing for ECTs around preparing for interview questions. So it'll be a workbook with loads of potential questions that they might ask, and then I'm going to leave some space for you guys to write your answers on so you can kind of prep and feel more confident when you go into that interview. Have, you know, a bunch of analogies that you can talk about, or experiences that you think would be relevant, or points that you want to make. So I really want to try and get that done today. My boyfriend has just gone to Lidl to pick us up some pastries as a Sunday morning treat. I always just go for like a nice plain croissant because they are actually so much cheaper than like Tesco's and things, but they're so crunchy and they're fresh, and it's like best way to start a Sunday in my opinion. So yeah, that's just the plan for this morning, and I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards. Hello everyone, it is Monday the 21st of February. I didn't record anything after yesterday, and I will update you on what I did yesterday when I get home, but right now I have about 1.5 hours to be productive. Excuse my hair, it's really windy outside. I'm a bit out of breath. So I'm just going to try and do a bit of a general tidy up, catch up on some sticking that we didn't manage to do beforehand. We have loads of boxes that you'll probably see that we had to take pictures of, but the children have painted over their names, so we need them to identify it, so I can't really do that ahead of time. So I'm going to do the sticking. If by some miracle I'm so productive and I managed to get the display board done, I will try that. But yeah, I've just realised I've never filmed in this room before, so I thought I would show you a little bit in the vlog. I'm wary of if you can see any names, but yes, very exciting. If I just quickly, I'll show you around just from my desk area. Here you go. So it's very different to my last room. This is not my bottle, I don't know whose it belongs to. So we've got our maths facts, our English, we've got some kind of number bonds here, and counting in twos. That's just my stuff, ignore that. We changed it into a horseshoe shape. These tables didn't used to be in a horseshoe shape. They used to be in group tables, which it's still the same case in the other year one classroom, but we found that children were getting up so much, so often. I would like help one child and suddenly I'd be surrounded by like 10 children. So to try and combat this, we just made it so that it took them longer to walk to me. I mean, it's had mixed results. Giving out books takes longer. We're trying to make them be responsible for their things. That's why you can see some packets dotted around. It's a slow process. So we're working on that. If I just continue showing you, we have our topic board, which we don't call topic, it's just our kind of general theme. So we will link, so last term spring one was sticks, bricks and blocks. So we will link English to that, we will link science, DT to that. Next we have our trays. Now these aren't children's trays, these are just subject trays, so like maths resources and things. You can see our boxes now. And then we've got kind of art, what's it called? Art drying rack, my TA's table, and then the board, which I shall probably update because it's not Thursday the 17th of February anymore. So you can see it's a lot smaller area than my last classroom. Yeah, I don't have like a play to learn area really. We've got a house at the back, but that's more, people end up using it as a distraction and there's not really space around it to play. We don't have a tough tray, but we do lead on to the playground, which is really nice because transition to playtime is really easy, and if needs be they need to run around, then we can easily do that as well.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack.
Now this is the bad thing about doing it in retrospect, because we've got all the slips here with their names on, but obviously the books aren't in the same order, so it takes twice as long, but it is what it is.
I'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the
It's a silly job, but I'm kind of glad I didn't now because it still took me half an hour, so that's not how you really want to start the term. And then of course you've got the dreaded 2 that aren't named, so, and 3 books, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But yeah, on to the next job. So the things that I were cutting out were some of the house designs that the children were making. For some reason the computers wouldn't print, so I had to take them a picture of them and then upload them and then crop them and all that kind of stuff and then print them and then stick them. Really long-winded, basically we didn't have time to do it. So I'm doing it now. I've done about half the class, but some of them are really good. Like this one's got a slide in it. That's so cool. And then this one just looks all cozy with flowers in the garden. And this one just looks like an absolute wonder of a tree house. I mean, it's got slides and a flag in it and ladders and really cool. Like, I was really impressed because normally with Year 1 children, like it feels like you have to spoon feed them a lot. And this, they just got creative and it was absolutely lovely to see. So yeah, that's kind of made me happy cutting them out because I'm really proud of them. Okay, so this isn't very health and safety good, but it needs to be done at some point. So I've got 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna just quickly do it now. So it's all there apart from that E is broken. And I'm missing the dot on the I. But yeah, kings, queens and castles. I don't know if there's meant to be an and in there. And also, we've stopped stapling now, but all of these have the old staples in, so I'm going to have to take them out and then glue them on. Oh, not glue, blue tack them on. So cute. Oops, I really need to rush now. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday the 22nd. Today, because it's 22.2.22. Fun fact. So I didn't update after school because I just ended up cleaning my car and then I looked a mess because it was so windy. And then well, it was quite interesting actually. I ended up doing some market research for 2 products that I am launching. Now, the one that I was finishing off on Sunday is one of these. It is an ECT, well not necessarily ECT, but a workbook full of interview questions for anyone that is currently applying for jobs. So I was kind of gathering information about that, like what they think of it, was it useful? And so I will be making some alterations based on that feedback. They think that I should add an answer booklet, so I'm going to delay the launch a little bit so that I can make an example answer booklet. And the other one was a course for writing personal statements if you're applying to teacher training. So 2 products that are for different times in your teaching timeline. But yeah, one's kind of, the course for personal statements is like verbal, so there's videos, me talking, guiding you through it, exercises, whereas the workbook is very much more independent and it just gives you over 50 questions of things that you might be asked so that you can kind of prepare and do little bullet points of things that you might want to include. So yeah, that was really, really interesting, and that took up quite a lot of my evening, but it was really beneficial and I've got lots to react upon. On Sunday, sorry, backtracking much, I was doing that product for a while, and then I had a coaching call, and then I was just editing a personal statement. So in terms of non-school work stuff, I've been quite busy recently, but the coaching call was really interesting because it was for writing personal statements to apply for teacher training, and there was one message that really came through there and I wanted to share it with you. Whether you are applying for teacher training or actually whether you're writing a personal statement for jobs, because this main message that I took away from it can be applied there as well. And this was that you can talk about a lot of things that don't directly link to what you're applying for. So this person was applying to be a secondary school chemistry teacher, but she was like, well, a lot of my chemistry modules don't directly apply, and I had like 1 week work experience in a school where that was teaching physics, so it's not related to chemistry. And I was like, well, wait, just pause, because it's very easy for us to be blindsided by the subject or the key stage, or if you're a career changer, you might not have any education related experience. But it's absolutely fine, because in these instances you want to focus on the skills that you have gained from those experiences. So when she did that 1 week of work experience doing physics, I said, well, what did you take away from it? What did you observe in those lessons? What did you observe the teacher doing? So you could talk about how through that experience you started to develop your tool bank of behaviour management strategies. You understood because you could observe the good student-teacher relationship that was there, and as a result you could see how engaged they were. So, and this is where you link it, so when you become a teacher you want to imply that as well. You want to build those relationships so that, you know, you can be approachable and they are engaged and they listen to you, that kind of thing. If you're a career changer and you think, oh my gosh, I've got nothing, you know, remotely close to education, then you talk about, you know, maybe customer service skills. Have you had to make phone calls to customers before, or have you had face-to-face contact? This is useful for when you are having parent interactions, be it secondary or primary. You might talk about how you have done a lot of administrative work, so you are very organised with your paperwork, you are used to meeting deadlines. All of those things are really useful, and people sometimes are just so blindsided by, this isn't exactly the same as what I want to do, so I can't use it, it's not relevant. It always is relevant. And so the same thing for personal statements when applying for jobs. People are like, well, I've only had 2 placements and I had COVID one of them, and then the other one was cut short due to general COVID or lockdown. I don't know what to write. You just have to extract as much skills, as much information, as much takeaway messages from those experiences as you can. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Sorry it was 2 days late. But right now I am just packing. This is why there's just a pile of clothes behind me. Because I'm going away for a few days during half term, which I'm looking forward to, just to get away. I've got my beautifully, are you ready for this? Beautifully glamorous walking shoes, because we are going to the Shropshire countryside. Very looking forward to that. I don't know how much I'll vlog because it's not with my family, and I don't know how they'd feel about me vlogging. If not, then so what. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update about that, because I think that's a message that we can hear a lot but we don't necessarily internalize, so I'm just reminding you. But yeah, the workbook, oh, should I show you? Because I literally have, hang on 2 seconds. Okay, so I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm kind of excited because I printed off my workbook yesterday. It's only on paper, it's not on card, it's nothing fancy. But just to give you an idea of what it's like. So this is the front cover. The teacher interview questions workbook. And then we've got kind of some introductory things about me and some YouTube videos that you should definitely watch to help you out with this, because there are examples in there. I put this one last because I want it to be freshest in your mind. And then as you can see, I just have done different formats so that you can, you know, go through them, answer them. So you can see there's loads, like there's still all of this. There's over 50 questions and like 22 pages or something. So I'm really quite excited about it. I probably shouldn't have shown you, but I'm like this with everything. I'm really bad at surprises. You know, if I buy somebody a surprise gift, I'm like, do you want to know what it is? I'm just the worst. So yes, I better get on with packing. I need to put everything, I'm going to try and fit it in a bag, and if not, it's going to have to just be too little in a suitcase. And then I need to do some packed lunch, and then I'm probably going to be off for a like 5-6 hour train journey, which has already been partly cancelled. So there's a panic as we need to figure out where we can go an alternative route, but we'll ignore that. Yay!